Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today we talk about movies and why not to start this new series with Beau is Afraid. Ari Aster movie, the same director from Midsummer and Hereditary. And he delivered another crazy movie, amazing movie. I found really genius. And so Beau is this man that once was a kid, and then you see in the first scene where the kid is not crying. So apparently, when you're not crying when you are born, it is a problem. And then it is this kind of argument between the mom and the doctor saying he hit the head and then it's your fault, blah 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 blah. And then all after this quick scene shift directly to him, which is Beau, played by Joaquin Phoenix, where he talks with the therapist about these issues because he's a really paranoid person and then he's scared of everything. And then one of the line in the beginning is, I drank a little bit of mouthwash. Would I die? Would I have cancer and stuff like that? I say, no, he's fine. So he's really paranoid. He has issue in his brain and then he's trying to go to the therapist to get better. The therapist, then he's a really weird therapist. While he talks, he writes stuff, but he doesn't really write anything. It's just write a word. And, and then after the session, he just prescribes to him this new drug, telling him, this is a really good drug and then it will fix your problems, you'll be fine. But please don't take it without water. It's really important you take it with water. And then, he gets out and you saw the scene where he's trying to get to his apartment. Now, you get into the first problem around him. Where he lives is crazy place. It's absolutely crazy. Is anything you can imagine is there. It's just surreal, right? Is a weird place where he lives with crazy characters, crazy people, killers around, naked people, and a guy that he dances 24/7 in a loop. Everything is weird. Everything is weird. They say, what the fuck is going on? And then he gets into his apartment, and when of course, because he's scared of everything, he just runs through the apartment to get into, as quick as possible. And then he closes himself in. And the movie really starts because you don't know where he wants to get. And, all the premises is he needs to go back to see his mother. And then he's trying everything to go back to his mother. And then that day, he has his flight to go back to his apartment, to his mother. But a lot of problems start to build it up. And then he's trying to get his mother, but it's really hard because a lot of issues get into the place. I don't want to give him much because I don't want to spoiler it, but essentially, it's him trying to get back to his mother, but a lot of problems gets in between. And of course, he's paranoid too. So nothing gets better. Everything that happened around him, it just increased the paranoid and just increased everything to the point where you can't believe what you're watching because everything gets surreal. It doesn't make any sense. And then, you get to the final, which is just mind-blowing. And then I can't say much because, of course, I want you to watch the movie and then I don't want to spoil what happened after that. I want just to give you the first few minutes of the movie so you can understand it and then you can get an idea of what it is. Nothing. It's a must-watch movie. You have to watch it. It's incredible. Everything is good. Ari Aster delivered another great movie. And, the script is brilliant, all the writing and all the scenes are brilliant and all the actors are brilliant. Everything is great, A lot of people complain because it's long. So the movie's great. For me, the movie could last another couple of hours and then I didn't want to finish. I want to go deeper in his brain for how crazy it is. And this movie is a psychological horror, not a psychological horror in a sense that, is... Yeah, well, it is a psychological horror where it makes your brain, you're just watching it, then you feel anxiety for him. It's that kind of movie. You feel anxiety for him, and then you want to understand. And at some point, you just laugh because you start to laugh because it's so crazy, so surreal, then you don't want to believe it, right? Nothing. This is the movie. You have to watch it. It's a must-watch movie. Then you can't avoid it. It's long. It's 2 hours, 59 minutes. It's nearly 3 hours, right? But it's worth every minute. It's worth everything, It is a lot of crazy scenes in between. And watch it. Don't miss it.